Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Give me a few minutes to make sure we get everyone admitted. Got a lot of participants today, which is exciting to see. Lovely to see all of you. I'm going to give it about 30 more seconds. That way I don't miss anybody trying to get in. Couple more people. Okay, well, I'm going to start my introduction. I'll watch it here for a second and make sure we don't miss anyone else trying to get in. But again, good afternoon. My name is Sarah Bloom. I am the Quality Places Director at the Kansas Department of Commerce. The Quality Places Division at Commerce oversees and administers the Kansas Community Empowerment, formerly known as Kansas Pride program. We have done that since July 1st of 2025, and hopefully got to meet most of you on this call when we did our listening tour to ask how you use the program and what you need from the program. And so the grants that we're about to present to you were designed based on those wants and needs, and we're excited to get them launched and see the wonderful impacts that they're going to have on your communities. If you see the slides aren't advancing, please let me know. If you can't hear me, please let me know. I've tested it with my great teammate, I did it, Carrie Folletti, who is on this call as well. So hopefully everyone is able to see and hear okay, but please let us know if you can't. We will have a time for questions at the end, but if you think of them as we go, feel free to put them in the chat, and we will make sure that everything gets addressed today. We've got a good hour and a half scheduled for this, but I know many of you are volunteers and are taking your lunch hour to do this, so I will try to be conscious of that and be a good steward of your time as well. But we're going to jump right in. I don't see anyone else trying to get in for the last few seconds here, so I'm going to go ahead and advance the slide and hope that you all can see it. All right. Again, Sarah Bloom, Quality Places Director at Kansas Department of Commerce. Today, we are going to talk about the Kickstart and Impact grants of the Kansas Community Empowerment Program. These are grants that are funded in part by other corporations, and this is a board-supported foundation still. We have a lot of board members on the call, so I want to recognize them. But this is an opportunity for communities to better themselves using grant dollars. So we're going to talk about funding, timelines. I'm going to show you our website and make sure that there's no questions on how to apply or where to go. And then again, we're going to have some time at the end for questions. So community empowerment, as I mentioned, Kansas Commerce took over the administration of that on July 1st of 2025. We hit the ground running with a listening tour. We visited every single participating community empowerment community or city to make sure that we understood your needs and designed this new program around that listening tour, designed the levels of involvement around that listening tour, designed these grants around that listening tour. And so we're really excited, again, to just see how you all take this and run with it. The Community Empowerment Program, or PRIDE, has been a long time program in the state. It has helped a lot of you in the development of your cities, and we look forward to seeing it continue to do that. We currently have 59 communities enrolled. This is based on, we opened our special enrollment period on December 1st and it closed at December 31st. So in that month, we had almost 60 communities sign back up to be a part of this program, which is fantastic. I hope that it demonstrates your commitment to the program. I hope it demonstrates that we're communicating well with you, but we've got 16 communities of growth, 10 communities of action, and 33 communities of excellence. We're excited about that number, but you all should be excited too, because only those 59 communities are eligible for the grants that we're about to talk about. So you've got a really good chance of receiving grant funds for your communities to make those big impacts because you're only potentially competing against 59 communities in the entire state. So excited for that as well. The goals of these grants, we want to support locally driven projects. We are trying to strengthen your quality of place. A lot of you have probably heard the term quality of life. We don't really use quality of life as much in the quality places division because I'm a firm believer that we can't impact someone's life. We can impact your place. We can build the parks, paint the murals, provide the benches. I can't make you look at the mural or play in the park or sit in the bench. I can impact your place. It's up to you to impact your life and take advantage of those improvements. So we are supporting projects that are bettering the place that you all live. We are empowering your volunteers. We think anyone in your community can write a grant. We think anyone in your community can make a difference. And we are hopefully maintaining some momentum that you all have already started and investing in those long-term community successes. Eligible applicants for these, any currently enrolled KCE communities that are meeting all of their tier requirements. So again, only 59 communities in the state are enrolled in this program right now. All of you, when you became KCE communities, let us know your mission and your vision and your goals for your groups. As long as you have done that, you are an eligible entity. Eligible entities that can apply: county or municipal governments, economic development organizations, local chambers of commerce, 501c3, 501c6s, and community foundations. Now, I know not all of you are nonprofits or fit into those. That's okay. We have a solution for that as well. They are called fiscal agents. So if some of you are thinking, well, we're just a volunteer group, we're not actually established through the city or the county or have a 501c3, that's okay. You can partner with a fiscal agent, which we are identifying as one of those eligible organizations. Or if you go into our guidelines, it can also be an accountant or a lawyer. There's a slew of different people and organizations that you can partner with that can apply on your behalf and be your fiscal agent, someone that manages your grant funds, someone that assumes the legal and financial responsibility for the grants. That way, even if you are a volunteer group that's not necessarily established at some sort of government or state level, that's okay. You are still eligible for these grants. Any community, any volunteer group that is already enrolled in Kansas Community Empowerment is eligible for these grants through, I'm gonna slide back to slide 7 for just a second. You can be one of these eligible entities, or you can partner with a fiscal agent. Ineligible applicants, any community in the state that's not currently enrolled, communities that are not in good standing. If you applied for the Kansas Community Empowerment, applied to be one of those communities, but did not provide a mission and vision, did not provide the required goals, that would mean that you are not meeting the tier requirements. If you are concerned that you may not be meeting those, please reach out to me. You should have received an email from us confirming your enrollment or asking for additional information. If you did not receive one of those, please reach out to me as well. Individuals cannot apply, for-profit businesses cannot apply, private companies or corporations, and political organizations or campaigns are also ineligible. I'm going to admit one more person here. Okay. There are 2 grant opportunities. We have our Kickstart grants, which are exactly how it sounds. They are small, short-term momentum building projects, something that kickstarts the excitement and the momentum in your community or for a certain project. And then we have impact grants, which are larger, long-term transformational community investments. The Kickstart grants are smaller amounts. The impact grants are larger amounts. Kickstart grants, any community at any level can apply. Again, we've got those 3 different levels: communities of growth, action, and excellence. All of you are eligible for Kickstart grants. Only communities of excellence are eligible for the impact grants. Let's dig into each of the grants a little bit more. So the Kickstart grants, these are going to work a little bit differently than the impact grants. Kickstart grants, we have 40,000 available right now. Communities can apply for 2,000 up to $5,000. So really you can apply for 250 up to 5,000, but communities of growth are eligible for up to $2,000. Communities of action and excellence are eligible for up to $5,000. Again, these are small projects, something that kickstarts excitement and action. There is a one-to-one match requirement for these grants, but 100% of your match can be in kind. So if you ask for $5,000, you do have to match it with $5,000. It doesn't have to be cash. It can even be in volunteer hours. Volunteer hours, we are measuring at about 20. I say about, there is an exact amount on the website, and I'm sorry, I should have that off the top of my head, and I don't. I believe it's $28 an hour that would qualify. So if you have, 10 volunteers working 10 hours, 15 hours, all of that counts towards your match. But there is a one-to-one match required. The application timeline for Kickstarter. This is what's most unique. These are rolling deadline applications. That means these are going to be accepted and reviewed every month until we run out of money. So if this is something that you would like to apply for, I encourage you to apply sooner rather than later. Again, these are grants that we're hoping kickstarts action. So we don't want you waiting on us and waiting on a grant round in order to get this going. We want you to be able to apply and get started as quickly as possible. So we are going to review these the 15th of every month. And you will hear from us within 1 month of submitting that application on if you have been awarded or not. Hopefully you'll hear within 2 to 3 weeks. If you're submitting it by the 15th, we're reviewing it that following week and hopefully letting you know by the end of the month if you've been awarded. That's our goal. It may not happen, so I'm going to say within 1 month because things happen. But that is the timeline. You can apply every single month until we are out of the $40,000. Project timeline for these. We do expect, since these are smaller grants, that the project is completed within 6 months of being awarded. So months 1 through 6, you're starting your project, you're implementing it, you're completing it. Month 7 will require a final report. All of that, the reporting will be done in the same platform that you apply in. So if you apply in Salesforce, which you will because that's what's required, you will also fill out your final report in Salesforce. Impact grants, the larger grants, we have 30,000 available each round. And I say each round because we actually have 60,000 available for the entire year. These are larger grants for larger projects that are going to have lasting impact. So with the Kickstart, actually, I'm going to go back just for a second. With the Kickstart, I didn't give you any examples. The Kickstart grants, cleanups, bake sales, beautification projects, things like that. Small things that just need a little bit of help to get going. The impact grants, we are hoping, are more long-term. Murals, downtown enhancements, parks, gardens, things of that, things like that, speaker system, things that are going to have a long-term impact that are sustainable within your community. There's 30,000 available now. There will be another 30,000 available in the fall. These are not rolling round grants. These grants will close at the end of March, and I'll show you that timeline in just a second. But these are grants that support permanent long-term improvements. There's also a one-to-one match here. You can use volunteer hours as part of the match. Sorry, I've got someone else in the waiting room. Let me admit them. You can use part of your match with volunteer hours and in kind, but at least 50% of the match must be cash. Again, you can apply for up to $15,000 with these. So we do want to see some cash from the community put into this project as well. So if you're applying for 15,000, at least 7,500 needs to be cash, but the other half can be in kind or volunteer hours. The timeline for the impact grants, they are open right now. They will close on March 31st. So you must submit by midnight on March 31st of this year. We will let you know if you are awarded no later than May 1st. With this program, you have 12 months instead of 6 months to complete your project. So you have 1 year to implement and complete the project. We will expect a midterm report due halfway through. And then month 13, there will be a final report due as well. So you have 1 month to complete the project and then 1 month to apply or to fill out that final report and let us know how it went. I'm going to take a quick break and ask for any questions before we jump into the website and how to apply. So I'm going to jump over to the chat and see if we have any questions yet. Okay. Okay, under project overview, what does project zip code multiple ID mean? It's just your zip code. And if you have a zip code that also has a hyphen in it, that's that multiple ID. So just your zip code. Under documents to upload, what is the covered technologies form? That is a form that we will require if you are awarded. Don't worry about it right now. I'm not sure how that snuck in there, but don't worry about it unless you are awarded. Where are the documents to upload? If you're just missing that covered technologies form, then we're good. If you're missing something else, let me know. Let's see. Will all impact and excellence grants be reviewed at the same time? No, since they are on different timelines, they will not be reviewed at the same time. If we registered as an action, how can we move up to excellence? You cannot move up to excellence until July 1st. We will reopen the registration process on July 1st. So that is the opportunity when you can change your tier, and we will be accepting new communities at that time. But I do want to emphasize that if you are enrolled right now as a community, you do not need to re-enroll on July 1st. So we are going to open that for new communities. The only communities that would need to fill that out right now, if you're on this call and you're an eligible community, are those that want to change tiers. So July 1st, every year, we will be opening up the program on an annual basis to re-enroll. This is an annual enrollment process, just like it has been in the past. July 1st is when that will happen. So if you do not like the tier that you are in now, you can change it on July 1st. But if you're not changing your tiers, you do not have to re-enroll this year. You won't have to re-enroll again until 2027. If you apply for the Impact 5,000 and don't get it, can you apply for Kickstart? Absolutely. Under documents to upload, okay, we already did that one. Where are the documents? We did that one. Can we have an application at both Kickstart and Impact grants at the same time? You absolutely can. I will say that Commerce looks at applications on a geographical basis, though. So if you get a Kickstart grant, it may affect if you get an impact grant. We try to look at the entire state and make sure that we are spreading the funds far and wide. So I'm not going to say that no, you can't get both, and I'm not going to say no, you can't apply for both. I'm just saying that they may impact one another depending on available funds. If awarded, how often is the max amount awarded that is requested, or is it often less? This is the first time Commerce has done this. So typically with Commerce grants, we try to award the full amount, but it's also very heavily dependent on the program and available funds. Our division runs several grants that we can't give less than what's requested, because if we do, the projects won't get completed. But we also run some tax credit programs, and we do tend to give less tax credits that are requested just because of the sheer amount of requests. We get almost $10 million in requests, and we only have 4.1 to distribute. So it is heavily dependent on the program. For this one, I don't know. I don't know because I haven't seen what kind of applications we're going to get in. I haven't seen what kind of projects we're going to get in. It is my assumption right now on this call that the projects that you all will be submitting will not get completed if I don't give you the full amount. So I would anticipate the full amount, but I can't guarantee that, of course. Let's see. Rephrasing. Will all grant applications for the Community of Excellence be reviewed at the same time and then awarded, or reviewed as they are submitted and awarded? All of the Community of Excellence So it doesn't matter which tier you're in. I think you may be referring to the impact grants. Since the impact grants are a specific window, those will all get reviewed at the same time. So with the Kickstart grants, anything submitted by March 15th will all be reviewed and awarded at the same time. With the impact grants, that deadline of March 31st, all of them will get reviewed at the same time. So Kickstart will get reviewed on the 16th of every single month until we're out of funds. Impact will be reviewed on April 1st and awarded by May 1st. Are we able to save our progress in the portal as we go along? Yes, you absolutely are. If you have any questions or concerns with the portal, please reach out. We have a fantastic Salesforce team that it will help walk you through that process. I won't say that I can do it, but we have a great team that will support you in that. Let's see. Okay, if awarded, how we did that one. How do you prove that we have the funds for the match? Do we upload a bank statement? Yes, bank statement, grant document. Um, you could do a check, a written check, anything that shows a balance. If you're doing volunteer hours, we would need the names of the volunteers, the anticipated hours of work, and then all of that will have to be documented later in your final report as well. Can the grant be used for consultations for a project? Nadia, let's talk a little bit more on that. If you wouldn't mind sending me an email, I'm not going to say no, but I would be interested to hear a little bit more about that. Okay, I don't see any other questions in the chat right now. Any other questions before we show you what the website looks like? I know I'm moving a little fast again. I'm trying to be conscious of many of you being on your lunch hours. How long does it process the state to take the tax clearance? The proof of good standing should be instantaneous. The tax clearance certificate usually takes 3 to 5 business days, and it should be emailed right to you. Okay, I'm going to now stop sharing for just a second. And maybe stop share. Okay, we're going to move over to the website here. Put this into the screen. Share it again here. Okay, can everyone see a web page now? Perfect, thank you. Okay, so this is the main KCE page. It's kansascommerce.gov/KCE. So if you haven't been to this page, this is where you can learn about who's enrolled, how to enroll on July 1st, who our sponsors are. You can see news that's happening throughout the KCE world. If you've got events that are happening in your communities, if you would like us to feature those on our page, we would love to do that for you as well. But the most important part for the purpose of this call is this box right here that says grants. We're going to go ahead and click that. And that's going to take us to our KCE Impact and Kickstart website. This is where you can find the guidelines for each of the different grants. So if you'd like to dive in more about what we are looking for in the application, if you'd like to read the timelines, this has all the details that you need in these guidelines. This is where you are going to also fill out your application. So first of all, here where the apply now is, this is about halfway down the page. This is the most important part. If you have not registered for a Salesforce account yet, you're going to want to register your account first. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. This is going to walk you through the process of becoming a Salesforce user. So if you do not have an account in Salesforce, you will not be able to fill out this application. So step one, please make sure that you are getting registered. And again, if you have any questions, you can email this email address. You can also email me and I will put you in contact with our incredible team. Once you have that account, you can apply for the grants here or you can apply for them up here where by clicking the applications. And this will take you to our homepage where you will log in using the information that you just created and it will walk you through the application. I'm not going to take the time to get enrolled. I'm just going to open up our guidelines here because, again, everything you need is in here, including what we are looking for on the application. So these are what we are looking for. We are going to ask you about your project, the scope of work. We're going to ask you how much funding you need, what your project goals are. We're going to ask you about the timeline of your project, and are you ready to break ground? It also breaks down in the guidelines the amount of points that you can receive in each of the areas. It tells you what the application questions are. There shouldn't be any surprises when you go in to fill out this application. Here's where you can find all of the forms that you need. Here's the scoring. And again, not again, but all applications have to meet expectations or be higher than that. Meet, exceed, or be exemplary. Um, let's see. This is also going to break down the fiscal agents that we talked about. So again, if your organization does not meet one of the eligible entities, here are the who can be a fiscal agent. It can be one of those eligible entities. It can also be a bank, lawyer, accountant, or other financial firm within your community. So we recognize that we have some unincorporated cities that are part of this. We have some that are larger, but we're trying to make it as easy as possible for any community of any size to find someone in your community or in your area that can apply on your behalf. This also breaks down your definitions, selection criteria. There's my contact information at the end. Again, if you have any issues over any of the Salesforce functions, just reach out. We will get you taken care of as quickly as we can. I'm going to jump back to our website. And I'm going to stop. If I minimized, can you see the PowerPoint again? Jenny, I'm looking at you. Can you see a PowerPoint again? Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull up. So again, this is my contact information. Feel free to email, feel free to call. What other questions can I answer for you all while we're on this call? We did this in record time of 30 minutes. And feel free, if you feel more comfortable talking, feel free to unmute. Is everyone clear on the rolling grants versus the open window of the impact grants? Any concerns or questions on that? That's my hope, is to make sure there's no confusion there. Yeah, I'm going to put the link to the page for the grants here in the chat. Sandy, are you applying for 2 different Kickstart grants or 1 impact grant?
One impact grant. We have 2 kind of smaller projects.
That you're going to put in 1 application?
Yes.
Yeah, it's absolutely possible to get a partial award. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, great question. The link is in the chat for the actual grant page. What other questions? I'm excited that there's no questions. Hopefully, that means that you all have jumped in already and are familiarizing yourself with the applications, that you've got projects in mind. Linda, I saw you come off mute.
Yeah, I just was wondering, we received a seed grant last year, so is that going to affect whether we're eligible or not?
It will not.
Okay, wonderful.
Nope, apply away.
Okay, wonderful.
What was your seed project?
We replaced some exterior doors at the community center.
Fantastic. Congratulations.
Yeah, they look wonderful.
Good. Yep. No, Office of Rural Prosperity is within our division, but it will not affect it. I'm glad to hear all the seed projects are getting completed. It's been fun to see.
Yeah.
DP, I see you are off mute. That may be unintentional.
I have another question too.
Of course.
We need to put a roof on part of the community center. And would that be something that would be eligible? I mean, I know it's nothing that's going to be too exciting to anybody or,
Yeah, it's absolutely that. Linda, remind me, your KCE group uses that building for their meetings and for the community gatherings, yes?
right. Yes.
Yes, yeah. So that would, to me, be an eligible expense. It's a long-term impact on the community and it's a gathering place for the activities of your city. So yes, that would be eligible.
Okay. Wonderful. Thanks so much.
Jenny, if you did not get the application done in December, if you were a past, if your city was enrolled before we took it over on July 1st, yes, I'm going to say yes, that we will talk, we will get you enrolled. If you were not, then we'll have to wait until July 1st, but I'm pretty sure you all were. So yes, I'm going to say yes. Any other questions? This has been great. I really do hope that you all don't have any questions because we have made this process so simple. That was our goal. We wanted this to be simple and easy. We wanted to make these accessible to groups of all sizes and all capabilities. So if you have any feedback, by all means, please let us know. Please feel free to email, feel free to call. I try to be very, very attentive. I try to respond very quickly. If you don't hear from me, you have full permission to nudge until you do. Something's gone horribly wrong if I am not responding within 24 hours. But please, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, suggestions, would love to hear that. We are still learning in this process. We are, only 8 months in to administering this program, and we want to make it successful for all of you. We want to make it so that you all can have the impacts you want to have in your community. So please, please, please let us know how we can continue to improve this and evolve this to serve you best. But if you have any questions, please reach out. If you have any issues with Salesforce, please reach out. And if you have specific questions about your projects, please reach out. Just know that we are here to help and answer questions and be accessible to all of you. But Teresa, do we have the do we have to have the project worth $500 done before we apply for the grant? Teresa, does that mean you have another KCE grant open right now?
No, it just says
Okay.
that we have to have a
Oh,
project
for
worth
your goal.
$500.
You do not. And this can actually count as your project, I believe. I'm now that I say that out loud, I'm questioning it. No, you do not have to have your project done in advance of applying, and I will check my words to see if I'm remembering the rules correctly. But I will guarantee you do not have to have your one annual project done before applying. No.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
I have another question.
Sure, I love it.
Yeah, so we are an empowerment group. And so could we apply for a grant and then the city apply for a grant also, separately?
No, I would say your empowerment group would be the best applicant in this case. I mean, the city's an eligible applicant in conjunction with your group, if that makes so. If the city and your group are working together and the city wants to be the applicant, they could, but we are looking for the groups to be the ones receiving these funds, and we made the city and county eligible applicants just in case you don't have your own 501(c)(3) or C6 or bank account that you are able to use. So they are eligible applicants, yes, but they need to be working with this group, with your empowerment group, with your pride group, whatever you call yourselves.
Okay.
They need to be working on a project with you.
Okay. But that's if we wanted to just do it ourselves as a community empowerment, and we're associated with a Kansas Rural Communities Foundation, and they provide us our 501(c)(3). We could do it on our
Mhm.
own through Kansas Rural Communities. Is that correct?
You got it. Yep,
All right. Okay. Thank you.
absolutely. Okay. Any other questions before we log off? Okay, well, I'm going to hang on for probably another 5 to 10 minutes just in case someone thinks of other questions that may have just come into your heads. But I will thank you all once again for joining today and reiterate if you have any questions, please reach out. But have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm excited to give you 20 minutes back in your afternoons. Go eat something and good luck with all of your projects. I look forward to seeing all of the many applications that we're going to get and to see the projects come to fruition in your cities. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day, everybody.
Tara, this is Nadia. Hi. Can
Hello.
we can we chat real quick
Of
uh,
course.
regarding the consultation? So if we're looking for a consultant, for an example, to be able to help us with the start of this project, can it pay for the consultant?
What kind of project are you trying to create?
Well, we have such, I probably should talk to you off everything because we have such a
Yeah.
large project that this is just, I'm trying to find the micro part of being able to apply for this huge project that we have.
So let me ask you this. Is that a place where instead of hiring someone, could Commerce come in and brainstorm it with you and create that strategic plan for you? And we're going to have the community assessment tool ready in the next couple of weeks. We have a whole team of people that can come out and help assess that have done this, have experience in it, can write strategic plans. Is that helpful, or do you already
That would
have
be,
somebody in that
oh, that
you
would
want to
be
hire?
very helpful because right now I'm the one doing the strategic plan. I'm the only real, I'm the executive director, so I'm the only
Sure.
employee, contractor, da 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 da. But so we're looking to build a grocery, okay?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so on a leased piece of land, but in the process, something trying to figure out something smaller to engage the communities that we're trying to serve, to
Mhm.
be able to, get them involved in something to be able to apply for the grant.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to say no. I think that we have made these grants very broad on purpose, that we need them, we want them to be able to fill the needs of your community. So if that is your need, I'm not going to say no. That feels like a good fit for Kickstart. But I just want to offer our services if it helps. If we can
Yes.
come into your community and do some strategic planning for you to save you that money so you can actually use the grants to build the project, I'm happy to do that too.
So we are a 501(c)(3). We are here, located here in Topeka. And so that makes us a community of excellence, correct?
So a community of excellence is actually based on how many volunteers you have, how many goals you have, the reporting requirements. It's not actually based on population or location, anything like that. It's based on the capacity of your group. Nadia, let me just see. I'm going to pull up my spreadsheet here and I'll see what you all are enrolled as, okay? You are sent to Topeka, correct?
Yes. No,
Yes.
we are Central Topeka Grocery Oasis.
Okay, let me see. I don't have that group registered for KCE. The only group in Topeka that I have is Sent Topeka Strengthening and Equipping Neighborhoods Together High Crest Neighborhoods.
Okay. So how do I register?
Okay, so what I'm going to do, you won't be able to register until July 1st because I don't think that your group was a part of this prior to July 1st. I'm going to confirm that too. Um, But on July 1st, it's a very easy application. It's just asking information on what your group is doing, what your mission and vision is, how many goals you have, how many volunteers you have. So, again, looking to see what the capacity of your group is and how involved you want to be in the program. Once we know that, that makes you eligible for certain grant, you know, tiers and all of that. But it will reopen on July 1st.
And so is that for all Kansas Department of Commerce grants?
Absolutely not, just for this program. Any other
Okay.
grant that you might be interested in is completely different. And I can do some research. What I'd like to do is get you in contact with Kelly Hansen.
Okay.
Kelly is the person here at Commerce who has really taken the grocery initiatives by the horns. Would love to get you in contact with her to see if she has any ideas. Um, a lot of our grants are focused on rural, so that would leave Topeka out a lot of times, but we can definitely brainstorm some other ideas to get you the needs of the grocery store. Um, I should have your email, but if you wouldn't mind emailing me,
Just
I'm going
put
to
it
put
in
my
the chat.
fantastic. I'm going to connect you with Kelly as soon as we get off the phone and
Okay,
see if she
great.
has for you, but she is, we do have, I know we have some grants coming to specifically to help with the grocery needs of the state. And I believe that she will be the one leading those efforts. So I just want to get you in contact with her and then come July 1st, enroll as a community empowerment city. And that'll make you eligible for those impact grants for the fall.
Oh, that is so fantastic, Sarah. Thank you so very much.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and I will email you too. I'm based in Hayes, but we have lots of people in Topeka. Obviously, I would love to send a team out to your area and do some strategic planning with you as well. We are very, not to brag on ourselves, but we are very good at that. We do it a lot and we do it for free.
Okay, that sounds great. And the Rural Grocery Initiative, I have already I God, what is her name? Um
Ryle Carver.
Yes, I've spoken with Ryle, and she's helped me with a little bit, a few of things, but yeah, I could really use some really big help and assistance, and somebody to talk to kind of let my mind go. Because all I've been doing really is, applying for funding on a larger scale with so many other things, because we need operational working capital, we need salary support, all those kinds of things. So, yeah. And,
Yeah, we'll get you in contact. Kelly is at all of those Rural Grocery Initiative meetings as well. So if you attend those in person, you may have already met her.
okay, sounds like a plan. Ladies,
Sandra, thank you
thank
for
you.
putting that in there.
Yes, they
Yeah.
also work with the Network Kansas and the Kansas Healthy Food Initiative. I worked in that office for several years, helped create the Rural Grocery Initiative. And so I'm sure
Awesome.
things have changed over the last 6 years that I'm now retired. But yeah, just keep with them with RGI. And they have the summits every other year too that provide a lot of help to people who attend. And you may be able to connect through some of these workshops with people that you haven't met before and that have the same goal in mind. And it really helps to connect with them as well.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so very much, Chandra. I
You're
just
welcome.
appreciate both of you guys, or both of you ladies. Thank you so very much.
Absolutely.
You're
All
Of
welcome.
right.
course.
Well, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. I'm going to look forward to meeting and speaking with Kelly, and also to see Sarah about how we can get some kind of a strategic plan help for our board and for our mission.
We would love to help us out. We're knee deep in about five of them right now, and Brainstorming, if you know me, you've heard me say it, brainstorming is my happy place. So happy to help in whatever way we can.
Awesome. Thank you so much again.
Of
You guys have a
course.
wonderful rest
Thanks
of
for
your
being
week
on.
and a great weekend. It's supposed to snow on Saturday, so
I will take the moisture.
yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what I said yesterday. So take care, be safe.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Sarah,
Yeah, of course.
where can I find more information about the strategic planning and what all you do? Is there a
Yeah.
place to go?
You know what? It's very hidden right now because they're building that web page right now as we speak. So if you just shoot me an email and let me know what you're thinking. We can do anything from strategic planning with the whole city, with strategic planning for a certain organization. We can do it. We're working with the city and they're kind of lost on their board structure. And so we are redesigning how their board is going to work and writing their missions and visions and bylaws and all sorts of things. So we will meet you wherever you are. But we have a fantastic set of 5 divisions under Quality Places, which include Kansas Main Street and the Office of Rural Prosperity and Broadband and CDBG and My Quality Place Specialists. And we work really closely with our business development groups and with the Kansas Arts Commission. So whatever your needs are, we pull whoever we need in to make sure that we give you the product that will benefit you the most. So you shoot me an email, you let me know what you're thinking, and we will come do an initial conversation like we're doing now, and we'll figure out who you need to make it work best, and we will dive right in.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. We are going to talk about that on our upcoming training call in March. I'm actually presenting with Kate Van Steenhuyes with the Kansas Arts Commission, and we're going to be talking about placemaking and strategic planning at Commerce. So, looking forward to that. All right. I'm not seeing any other questions in the chat. I see a few more people hopping off. So I am going to go ahead and again, thank you all for being here today and end this call and wish you all the best in the rest of your week. Stay safe, stay warm, and let us know if you have any questions. Take care, everybody.